Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Emma, and for today I'll be talking about the most greatest show ever to exist in cartoon history, to face the planet Earth. Honestly, I just love Avatar so much, I could yap about it forever. Also, credits to Amazing Shots on YouTube. I got all my scene packs from them, so I'll have them linked in the description. Also, another disclaimer, you do not have to disagree or agree with me on anything I say. My opinion, and I'll respect your opinion if you respect my opinion. So let's just dive into the topic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos. So for today's video, I'll be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, I just told you, but more specifically, we're going to be talking about the female characters. Now, if you compare Avatar: The Last Airbender to anime like Naruto or My Hero Academia, you can really see the difference in the female characters. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, we have characters like Katara, Toph, Azula, Mai, Ty Lee, Suki. And is it true that they all have connections to male characters like crushes and all? Yes, it is true. But does it let them stop them from being girl bosses, like slaying and being strong, and also having their own interest, personalities, traumas, struggles, and all that? Like, even if they're good or they're bad, you can tell they don't let their crushes on the male characters define them. And also, they are girl bosses, badasses, yes, but by doing, the writers didn't have to sexualize them so much. They didn't have to show them in a bikini 24/7, and they didn't have to have the male characters gazing on them like predators looking at prey. It's just, if you compare it to Naruto, the writer of the show, oh my god, I'm definitely gonna pronounce this wrong, I'm so sorry. Masushi Kishimoto. I'm so sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I'm not Japanese, so my Japanese is ass. But let's just say he isn't exactly known on how to write female characters. We have characters like Sakura and Hinata. Honestly, Sasuke and Naruto, they all have their interests, their personalities, their trauma. But Sasuke wanting to kill Itachi and dealing with the Uchiha clan massacre, and Naruto being hated by the whole village and not having his parents around, and but if you really look at Sakura's personality in the whole show, it never really identifies how strong she is, even though she was really strong. And Hinata has a lot of trauma and she's really strong and she's a nice character, but the show really in the earlier seasons only acknowledged her crush on Naruto. Same thing with Sakura. And Naruto's sensei, Jiraiya, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know, I don't give a fuck about him, I hate him so much. He was literally filming women in bathhouses and making smut comments, but it was played off for laughs, sexual harassment was played off for laughs, and it just made me so uncomfortable. In one scene, he even asked Naruto to play a naked woman during training, something like that, I don't know. Why? Also, after in Boruto era, a lot of the female characters are reduced to housewives and healers, and you could argue it's because they're getting old, they can't fight anymore. But guess what? The male characters still fight, and I find that pretty sexist. And the same thing with My Hero Academia. I haven't actually watched the show, but sexual harassment and the female characters being sexualized and is really romanticized, and also the male characters mostly get the lead and the powerful stuff. But Avatar: The Last Airbender is it shows that women can be soft but also strong. I feel that's a problem with a lot of kids shows, not just anime, is that they think a female character can only have two personalities, be this bubbly, cheerful, optimistic, happy, kind girl who has a man, has a love interest, or this badass emo punk girl boss who doesn't need no man. It's and it can't cross. no, like, it just couldn't cross. Like, there was no way a girl could be a badass but have a man. And, like, after a while, it gets old, it gets corny, it gets generic, it gets lame, it gets sexist. Like, it, so, like, Avatar, like, Katara did have a crush on Aang, but she does also have her own interests, hobbies, like, traumas, motivations, like, same thing with Toph. Toph's crush on Sokka was actually really, really subtle. Like, you would only know if you really watched the show well. And yeah, just like all of the female characters are like that. Also, no shade whatsoever to the writer of Naruto. I feel like he's a nice guy. He's just ass at writing female characters, but he's good at his job. Like, he's good at everything else. Also, the female characters in Avatar don't just like run around being like Naruto, Naruto. No, like, they actually do shit. And when I say they do shit, I mean they do shit. Like, oh my god. Like, they're just all so important to the plot line. Also, I've seen some people defend Naruto and My Hero Academia sexism because they have like strong female characters, and it's true that they do have strong female characters, but like, a few strong female characters doesn't automatically erase sexism. Like, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, sexism is deeper than that. Also, in Avatar The Last Airbender, there is like little to no sexual harassment or assault, and when there is, it's obviously shown as a negative trait. Like, for example, in that one scene where like Katara scolded Aang for kissing him against her consent. Obviously, I'm not hating on Aang or calling him a sexual assaulter. I'm just like saying, like, it's not played off for laughs. And like, if a grown ass man snuck into the women's bathhouse, the show would obviously portray it as a negative trait because it is a negative trait. Also, it doesn't even have to put down the other male characters. Like, the other male characters aren't sidelined by the female characters. The only time the male characters get shat on is because they're bad people, not because they're men. Like Ozai, Paku, Longfang. Like, the show doesn't hate them because they're men. They hate them because they're bad people. And like, now that I think about it, Paku was forgiven too easily. I should make a video about that. But anyways, yeah, like, it's. And the same thing with Iroh, honestly. Of course, the fandom does contain sexism because sexism is everywhere on our world, including fandoms. Like, every fandom in the world is sexist. It's not just Avatar. And, like, we can't blame the show for that, obviously. We have to blame the sexist fans. But, yeah. Let me know down below what you think about all this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, Pookies. Love you.